and welcome to the Daily 10 minutes of movement to obviously boost our strength and our vitality and energy when we're really short on time. These right here are the exercises we're doing today. You obviously clicked on this video because you want to work your upper body, but you don't want to just work it out in a random way. You want to work towards a certain goal. And the goal of this particular workout is to get better at push-ups. So we're going to be working the muscles in our body that help us to be able to do that movement. That's going to be our shoulders, our chest, our triceps, but also our abs. We only have 10 minutes because this is the Daily 10. We're all about fast, efficient workouts that work. So let's get into it. Alrighty, go ahead and grab your band or your towel, whatever you're using for your shoulder dislocates. I know it's an aggressive sounding name. The key thing here, so that we really get true opening through the shoulders, is to keep the rib cage really planted firmly down. So if you find that you're going like this, that's your body compensating for a lack of range in the chest and the shoulders to actually perform this exercise. So making sure that when you're doing it, that we're keeping the ribs down as much as possible. Oh my God, I'm tighter than I thought I was. Perfect. We're gonna do about 5 more seconds of this, and then we're just gonna come into an all fours position and come onto our fingertips and then back onto our hands. Fingertips, hands. If you want it to be stronger, you can move into this position here. Just performing exercises that are going to help us strengthen our wrists and our forearms. Alrighty, shake out your wrists. We're gonna go into push-ups. We only have to do 6. So I've given us 45 seconds to do that. I'm using dumbbells. You don't have to, but it's just a nice option. I actually should take these wider because we've got our tricep push-ups coming at the end of this workout. Now with the dumbbells, it enables me, oh, why am I not pushing all the way up? To go a little bit deeper. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I don't have long to explain. The key thing I want you to focus on with your push-ups: belly in, tailbone tucks, pushing away. We've got 15 seconds. I'm gonna explain more about that. And I really want you to watch when we get to our next set of push-ups, when we get to our tricep push-ups, watch the scapula. Try to keep the shoulders down and back. Belly draws in, squeezing the glutes. We've now got our hollow body hold. These next exercises are really important. Arms extend, knees are bent. If you feel lucky today, then you're welcome to go into full hollow body position. We have 10 seconds left. The key thing, belly stays down. Don't let it blow up. Pull the belly in, spine imprinting on the floor. Beautiful, rest. We're gonna come into a tabletop position next and work with our crunches here. So these exercises are all designed to strengthen our ability to do the push-up. This is your little push-up snack workout. Shh. 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 I'm letting my ribs stick up and then I'm pulling them down. This is not about keeping ribs down as you move your body back and forward. I want the ribs to stick up, and then I want you to feel like you're pulling everything in. Beautiful. Okay, we've now got a standing push press with the dumbbells. You can also perform it kneeling. And this then means that we take it out of that jump to push the weights up. So this might depend on the weights that you have access to. If the weights feel like they're not quite heavy enough, take this variation that I'm doing here, which is really requiring the strength of my arms. It's more like an Arnold press. You can do it like this, directly moving up, keeping a neutral grip, or you can take it out to the side. And these are just working slightly different parts of your deltoids, your shoulder muscles. Really pulling the belly in as you extend up. It's okay to arch a little bit, but let's really train the range of our shoulders to push up. 8 seconds left. Ooh, really getting a little bit spicy in the delts. Beautiful. Shake it out, really put the weights down. And next up we have our bicep curl. For the bicep curl, I want you to open the chest, draw the shoulder blades down and back, and really get a true stretch of your bicep curl, of your biceps. So really stretching, curling up. Chest is lifted. I'm really opening up the chest, curling up. I'm keeping the elbows close to my body. I'm not doing this. If the elbows start to move away, if I start to tip forward, I'm reducing the range. So we're really trying to get a nice stretch, curl up, release all the way down, reset if you have to. Curl it up, release. I like to keep my core nice and firm when I take my bicep curls. This has really good transference for when you're doing your pull-ups and your pull-up practice. Beautiful. Okay, we're resting and we got a nice long rest for this so that our arms, our scapula, like our shoulder blade muscles can start to relax and recover because we're gonna do our push-up set. Belly draws in, squeeze the glutes, firm up the legs and draw the shoulder blades down and back when you're pushing out of that push up, okay? Get rid of any narrative that you might have about whether you can or you can't. Let's just work to failure as much as we possibly can. In fact, failure is the goal here. Belly in, we're going down, normalize failure, and then driving up. Keep going if you haven't hit your 6, if you needed to rest in between. What I want you to just pay attention to in this set, what gives up first? What fails first? Is it your mind? Is it your abs? Is it your legs? Is it your arms just feel jelly? Pay attention and then we'll start to program so that we can work on those areas specifically. Awesome. Now you can rest now if you hadn't gotten through your 6. A really good thing to do is to just break up sets of 3 or sets of 2. And then you do another 2, and then you do another 2 after a little rest. That is perfectly fine. Hollow body hold, let's go. Belly in, spine imprinting on the floor. Belly is flat. Arms are reaching forward, or you can take them up and behind you, which will make it heavier on your upper abs. Or you can take legs out, which will feel like more pull on the lower abs. Beautiful, have a rest. Let your neck rest. The other thing I really want to normalize is if you've avoided ab exercises because of neck tension or because you're like, but I feel it more in my neck, we want to strengthen our necks. So chin in, tabletop, let's go. I do not want you to be afraid of your neck having to do a little bit of work here. If you take your arms, hands to the back of your head, and you start doing this like this, you're not strengthening your neck and you're not strengthening your abs. So if you do take the variation where you're holding your head because of what it feels like in your neck, I need you to start to work on strengthening those neck muscles and not be afraid of that sensation. Let's go into the push. Hoppa! Okay, this was spicy last time. Everyone wants capped delts. I don't know who doesn't want capped delts, so let's just embrace the spice, right? Let's embrace it. Keep track of your reps. Yeah, that's how we get progressive overload here. And you don't have to be moving as fast as me. You could be really slowing down that eccentric and then trying to explode up, slowly down. Drive it up. 10 seconds left. Oh, nice and spicy. Nice and spicy. Beautiful. Fully put the dumbbells down so that your forearms, your shoulder blades, they can relax. And then we've got our bicep curls. Here we go. Externally rotate so your forearms or the crook of your elbow or the crook of your forearm, yeah? Is that a thing? Yes. Is extended outwards, okay? Not like this. This is a hammer curl. It's a great exercise, but not what we're doing right now. So externally rotating, chest stays lifted, belly draws in, core firm. Let's really start to work to failure. We've got 10 seconds left, so don't stop. Stay with me. Oh. Oh my goodness. Okay, pop those weights down. we are doing a tricep finisher. Finisher being, I want your triceps to feel like they have finished with their life. So bring the thumbs together and the index fingers together like this. This is a diamond push-up. We're gonna lean our shoulders forward and take your knees back. So you're in this long position here. Oh, my watch is making my wrist feel weird. Okay, so I'm gonna lean forward, elbows are gonna shave the sides of my wrist. I'm gonna come down and bring my chest to the floor and then push back up. So I don't mind core not necessarily being like super active here because we're gonna do 10 reps, keeping elbows nice and close. So it's kind of like you're doing a bad push-up, right? Like a naughty push-up where your butt stays in the air, core's not really engaged. Of course, by all means, if you feel you have it in you to perform, I do not, to perform it fully in a full push-up position, core tight, by all means go for it. But this is a finisher, it's the end of our workout. So chances of you being able to perform at that beautiful, perfect end variation are low. I'm resting for another 5 seconds and then we're gonna go for another 10 reps. Okay, but the point is I want you to get nice and close to failure. So if that first set didn't feel like it was doing much, let's go. This set, we're gonna make it work a little bit harder. I'm gonna start with a couple of reps here, or as many as I can until my body's like, nah, absolutely stop that. Okay, which is about now. I'm gonna drop my knees and I'm gonna still try and perform it like a kneeling push-up. And then as it gets too hard, I bring the knees in a little bit and I think about chest to floor. Okay, and we're done. How is the tricep finisher? It's so much fun doing that at the end of a 10-minute workout because you just kind of go, ooh, okay, yeah, I really worked. They need a rest. If you have more time, repeat the workout, do it again, or come back to it later in the day. If you find yourself another 10 minutes somewhere else, or of course, go and hit up one of my other workouts. I'm gonna see, oh my God, not slapstick, I promise. I'm gonna see you soon. I don't know about you, but my arms are cooked in the best way possible. It is such a good feeling. And learning to push ourselves closer to failure is a really important part of getting results. So if today you kind of felt like you teetered on the more cautious side, then the next time you come back to this video, and you will come back to this video because that's how we're gonna get those physical adaptations, I just want you to play with just pushing that little bit further each time. I know that you have it in you. And I also know that if you're anything like me, you might have this tendency to be like really perfect in the way that you execute things. I come from a dance and gymnastics background, so I sometimes have this obsession with form. Now that is obviously important because form helps us to make sure that we're working the right muscles, that we're creating the right shape or the shape that we want and moving in an efficient way. But we don't want to let it get in the way of really pushing ourselves so that our body knows, okay, we need to lay down a little bit more muscle here. If you want to know more about what I'm talking about, then don't forget to check out my podcast where I kind of explain the science of these things. And I also throw in a lot of psychological science as well so that we can get a better understanding of ourselves and how our body works in conjunction with our mindset. If you're in a place where you're quite stuck with motivation, that podcast is going to be your best friend because we unpack all the different strategies for not just getting more motivation, but also finding ways to unlock your own style of discipline in your life so that health and fitness in particular just fits way more smoothly into your busy life in a way that doesn't feel like it's depleting, but actually is supporting you to be your best self. Now, if all of that sounds a little bit cheesy for your morning workout, then I'm okay with that. I can live with you feeling a little bit about my cheesiness because I just love exercise and I know that it's just the best. It's so good for us. All right, I'm gonna see you guys next time for our next workout. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Otherwise, I'm gonna see you again tomorrow.